don't. Okay, there we go. Pug Knight finally decrepifies, and I'll talk about what Pug Knight just did there for a second. And Kuroki gets the kill. Um, so basically, what Pug Knight did there was he Playmate rage quits. Um, so basically, what Pug Knight did there was he didn't use decrepify instantly. You saw here. Instead, Pug Knight used decrepify after Nightstalker was ways out of range from Dazzle and Venge, because Dazzle and Venge were actually DPSing Nightstalker, and if you decrepify, you take away the DPS potential, so anyone who's under decrep cannot get DPS'd, only nuked. So he waited until they finished DPSing, and then when Nightstalker was a bit out of range, he used his decrep and then Nether Blast. Okay, so right now I'm gonna pause the game before it finishes. Okay, so we see Medusa with 8,100 gold, Kuroki with 4,000, Avi with 3,165, and Bench just bought something, so she has 2 gold. Dazzle with 1,300, and obviously I'm just kidding around, because, they just killed a bunch of buildings, so obviously they should have this much gold. Actually right now I just want to talk about future commentaries, and a bit about the game right now. So I think the game, I didn't really talk about this much, but Potom and DK were in the same lane for quite a while. I think Potom was level 6 when she first started to gank. I think she could have started to gank at like level 4, level 5, especially considering that Venom didn't come to gank for them, and that Dazzle was at mid, and he's a very squishy hero. So if Nightstalker just lands a good void, and Potom can land a very easy arrow, they could have killed Pugna quite a few times. So I think Loda could have actually just soloed against Pugna and Venge. He's got an incredible amount of HP, and he had a Ring of Health very early, I noticed. Along with his Dragon Blood, he could have stayed in the lane for a very long time. Another thing I'd like to know is that Venomancer didn't gank as much as I thought he would. Veno instead have made just leeching XP from Nightstalker. Yeah, he did land Nightstalker a few kills, but I think he played a very sloppy game, and he didn't really play his hero to his full potential. Morphling also didn't play a very heads-up game, in my opinion. Playing very safe. It's not that he didn't play bad, it's just he didn't play a heads-up game like you saw when he morphed into Kuroki, when he knew that Kuroki was probably in the jungle. He morphed out when he could have tried to kill Kuroki. These small things really they do add up in Dota. Dota is a game that early success usually translates to late victory. And that's shown in Medusa and Kuroki. 23, 5, and 3, and Medusa, even though she's 2, 3, and 14, she has 375 creep kills, which is just ridiculous. Obviously, some of those, the game was probably done by the time she had about 300 creep kills. Even then, she averages it's 49 minutes, and she has 375 creep kills. So that means she's averaged more than 7 creep kills a minute, which is phenomenal. But that's Medusa. That's why she's banned. It's like you can auto attack and get that with her late game. It's just ridiculous. We had Loda with 207 creep kills, Morphling 203, so he caught up at the end. That was a bit too late though. Nightstalker, Playmate, he played a really good game. He was 6, 1, and 6. I noticed his levels, even though I didn't really comment about it. He was like level 10, level 11. He was averaging almost 1 level a minute. At the 13-minute mark, I think he was like level 10, which is pretty good. I think he played a good game. It's just that I don't think they had so much gank potential on the Sentinel, and sometimes their ganks just failed. Like when Dazzle juked, or Venge just has she had some decent swaps. Or sometimes Nightstalker had to like sacrifice himself to kill Kurogi's a really good player. You noticed how he just knows when to go in. He knows when to get out. Most importantly, um, he doesn't just rambo full-heartedly. He knows when he can kill. Excuse me. He knows when he can kill a hero and get out alive. Um, and he's a really good player to understand the mechanism. Like it takes a hero who understands, not a hero, a player who understands the mechanics of the game to do something like that. And Kurogi definitely understands the mechanics of DotA. Um, not much else to say. I think the really the Venomancer is the only one I can blame on the Sentinel team. He just didn't. He should have really just ganked top or kept top, stayed with DK. His Venomous Gale is just deadly, and they had two really squishy heroes. Pugna and Vengeance. They could have easily banked a lot of kills at top. And Nightstalker's going to be ganking. You don't need to stay at mid with him. Bottom even went mid that sometime earlier in their game. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but bottom went mid because Nightstalker TP'd top. So I don't know why Venomancer was chilling at mid for such a long time. Other than that, I don't think there's much to say about the game. Abby just fed, but Pugna was able to farm up a lot. Um, as for future commentaries, I am planning on doing more commentaries. I'm also very sorry if the volume on this is low. I am experimenting with the mic settings because, as you can tell, sometimes there are just bursts of air, and I'm trying to reduce that. So sorry if the volume on the commentary is very low. Also leave suggestions, anything I can improve on. I am also new to Sony Vegas, which is the program I'm probably going to be using to edit this. So if anyone can give me any tips like introductions, outros, anything like that, that'd be great. So yeah, this is restocker signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed. GG.